Alright, commentary might fall off a little bit this round because I'm eating. So if you hear the stream sound like it mutes every now and again, that's because I'm chewing a little bit more and don't want to chew into the mic. I'll do my best not to disrupt everybody. But we got Tron versus Blue-White Control. It seems like every week we're having a Tron player on camera. Sometimes it's mono blue, sometimes it's not. Looks like we're back to green probably since Jeremy's playing it. Mono green. There's the confirmation from Jeremy that he is on the mono green list. Alright, let's see if these players are ready. So Lyle has done some adjustments, like most control players, and put the new Teferi into his list. He's also trying out some other new Planeswalkers in his. So it's closer to blue-white, like Planeswalkers, than some of the other versions of the control, but I'm still seeing it as blue-white control. Ooh, has new Ugin and Witchbane in the sideboard over Torpor Orb. Okay, otherwise stock list. Cool. I like the new Ugin. Alright, so Jeremy not happy with his. We'll be shipping it back. Colonnade pass. Here's our lovely miscut sign. Tron land number 1. Mr. Tower coming out. We'll see a fetch. Goes to 17 and will be playing Search for Azcanta. Jeremy just sort of, okay, here's my next signed Tron piece, shrug, pass. Ooh, okay. Already we see some disruption available with Field of Ruin here. So Lyle not immediately like using it is kind of an indication that, hey, I've got a counter spell that I want to try to use here. And yeah, there's the logic not to get rid of that Karn, luckily. But look at that, turn 3 Tron into a Karn. Just draw what you need. Alright, there's our Great Wall of Plains. Alright, now we're going to blow up. Alright, get rid of the mine, he says. Let's both get a basic. Looks like we got a snow-covered forest here. So there's the Sylvan Scrying. Let's find a missing Tron piece, please. Another lovely miscut. Ooh, Blast Zone. Ah, that's smart. Okay, so Jeremy in chat was saying that Lyle was being very smart about his play, because he asked what was the last Tron land that was played. Tricky, tricky. Well, let's try to get a threat again. He says, here's Karn. Says I have 4 mana available in case you're trying to counter that again. Snapcaster. Logic Knot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. So counter it unless you pay 5. And Ancient Stirring is going to get used behind all that. So search is essentially reset to do that, but you don't want that card to resolve. So now Lyle just started kind of going through and deciding, okay, do I need that card or not? More discussion about the lands here. Lyle being smart right now and really trying to navigate this and like, okay, how do I want to be doing this at this point in time? Where am I pushing for damage kind of thing? And he says, hey, I'm going to send the Snapcaster across for 2. Was debating about, playing a Planeswalker, debating about activating Colonnade, and really trying to navigate this next stage, right? Because he is out of counter spells. Right? He's got 2 Planeswalkers and a click. He can do something on Jeremy's upkeep after he draws, or I'm sorry, not upkeep, but after he draws, after the draw step, I'd like to cast this click and target you or me, depending on probably his opponent there, to see if he's got something that he's going to be sad about. Karn, Sylvan Scrying, Blast Zone, Relic. So you can decide to ship Karn away and hope for the best. Hope that he doesn't draw into something like Ugin or things like that, but we'll see what ends up coming of it. Sylvan goes to the bottom. And now I'll blow up one of your Tron pieces. We can get a basic. So that was his line of play, saying, okay, my hope is that you're not going to draw into another way to get Tron online. You'll be at only 5 mana. And we can just play this delay game for a bit. Very smart line to take that Sylvan Scrying and kind of plan these next couple steps ahead. Cycling cantrips essentially here with the spheres and the stars and get the relic out. Thank you. You're the best.
You're the best.
Alright, so 2 more damage pushed across again from that snippety snap. New to fairy there. I think the other planeswalkers he have might be more beneficial at this point, and it's okay to ship that away and hope to draw into something else. Alright, so now that Lyle's able to draw into that Dovin's Acuity or whatever. Dovin... What is the name of this card? Let me look it up because I can never remember the name of that new counterspell. It's just negate with upside. It's really just all I think about it as. Alright, so 2 more points of damage. Dovin's Veto. That's what it is. Dovin's Veto. So Lyle's really the one in control right now, driving the bus. But as the game goes along, if Lyle's not able to actively get like a good closer out, it allows Jeremy to kind of crawl his way back in. But we do see Jace, which does help. So the Fairy and Jace now out and online. You see a Brainstorm. And then push for 2 more points of damage. Last zone's going to be ticking up here. So we can blow that up and get rid of Search and Snapcaster. Here's a map. Debating about that blast zone. Alright, there's the popping of the map. Another sweet miscut mine. Uh-oh. Let's get rid of everything. So, Ugin the Spirit Dragon comes on out. And he's like, oh, this is great. I enter with 7 loyalty. I'm going to neg 5 and get rid of all of your colored permanents. So Lyle looks like he was fetching there, dropping 16. Let's kill Ugin, he says. Activate. Boom. Move to combat. Take him out. And then I'll pass turn. Let's get rid of one of your dudes. Blast Zone's going to tick up here. Kill Karn. One less threat to have to worry about. Ooh, new Karn. Jeremy, what was that card that you got with Karn? It looks super familiar, but I can't remember the name of it. Whatever it was too much. We're going to game number 2. Microsymphlatus. All permanents or artifacts in addition to the other types. All cards that are on the battlefield, spells, and permanents. Colorless players may spend mana. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. That makes sense. That's gross. Activate abilities of artifacts your opponent control can't be activated. So everything is an artifact on the battlefield, but your opponent can't use them. 10 mana lock combo. Pretty good, since it's easy enough to get 10 mana with Tron. Alright, now sideboarding. But that was a really close series there, with Lyle navigating through that battlefield very well, of knowing when to destroy specific lands, how he was going to be setting things up. And he battled through like 4 different cards, an Ugin. Like, he did a lot of work there, but just not enough. That Ugin to kind of reset everything really kind of put Lyle very far behind, as he had started to climb his way back into the game, and it was just it was challenging to kind of fight back from that point. Even without the lock, it was still Lyle's game to kind of crawl back in. I feel it was a little bit more even between both players at that point, but Jeremy's top deck ability to draw into powerful threats is better than Lyle's of, I'm going to draw a counter spell, or I'm going to draw a cantrip, or whatever. Since who knows? But I don't know. We'll see going into this. He does have, again, a lot more walkers than some of the other lists. It is more of a blue-white walker list than just blue-white control, but you already got to see that he did have some control spells in his list for game 1. Take it easy, Jeremy. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, fetching to start things out. Ooh, going to 17. Alright, mine into a map. Over on Lyle's side, we see Search for Escanto. Power Plant, and mine will pop that map to get the missing tower. So we're going to see a little bit of the cantrip cycling for Jeremy. Map was countered there. We also got to see Walking Ballista enter the battlefield with 2 counters on it. Can I have this Ancient Stirrings, he said. Yep. That is good. I want to save my counter spells for your big threats afterward. I don't really care about the cantripping. Let's add some more counters to it, he says. Come at you for 4. Trigger. Unsearch. Let's see if I can get that to flip yet. Surgical going to get thrown into the graveyard. Don't really need that right now. Disenchant. Let's shoot you down. I'd like to ping you down for 4. Puts Lyle to 8. 1 mana floating. Can I have this relic? Lyle debating about this fight, and looks like he will use the counterspell. Now, that means if there's a Karn, coast is clear. Forest. Ancient. No. Sylvan Scrying here. Pass turn. Let's see. That planes can go just so I can make sure that this flips. Draw a card. So there is a Jace in hand right now for Lyle. Jeremy just double checking the rules text, making sure you can only get those non-creatures. So 3 cards in Lyle's hand, one of which is a Jace. Let's do it, he says. Here's my Jace. I'm going to brainstorm. Well, Serum, Spell Pierce, things like that are alright. But you're kind of like trying to play catch up right now. So it's, you need to get something online quickly. Debating about what to put back. think he has a Ceremonious Rejection as well. That might be that card in his hand. But it's hard to tell from that shuffling skills. Another Ancient Stirrings. Can I find a threat, he says. Well, that's pretty good. Sanctum of Ugin. I'd like to cast this card. Trigger. This will blow up and I'll go find something. So Lyle's saying, okay, cool. The trigger goes off first. And you still have 4 mana available. Emrakul. That's cool. There's the Ceremonious Rejection to cancel out and counter that card. Okay, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 mana right now. Alright, we knew the Detention Sphere was there. The problem is, it's not going to last and matter if Jeremy can get that Emrakul out. So it's like, how do you set things up next? Serum Vision allowing you to kind of dig a little bit deeper and find the next couple of cards. You also have the ability to Brainstorm. You can also, and looks like he'll start with the Brainstorm here. Brainstorm is a great one to start with before Serum because you want to be able to throw unwanted cards in the bottom of your library and not just be stuck drawing them. If you don't have access to like a fetch land to get rid of them, having the Serum second is actually really important. Ooh, I found me Dovin's Veto here. So he does have that kind of just straight up counterspell. Can we get the land we need? Yep, he's got it. 15 mana. Emrakul. Gotcha. He's like, yeah, I was hoping like I could try to answer it, but it's too late. Alright? You get an extra turn. You get to kill me. So, Tron, pretty powerful, gets there. 2-0 over the blue-white walkers. Blue-white control there. So, great way to be going about things. We do have one more to go, but want to take the time to say thank you to everybody that's been tuning in and watching. That was a nice match for really kind of understanding the ins and outs and the integral parts of how the deck and those two decks work, and understanding sequencing and all that fun stuff. But I know I look really short because I'm not sitting up how I was before. There we go. Now you can see me back to normal. I was doing my lounge in there, but thanks for watching, guys. We do have one more to go, so if you guys are watching on YouTube, just hop over and you can see the next VOD in the series there. But if you're here with Twitch, just wait 1 second.